Do you want to tell us who your character is and what they're all about?
Yes, I play Dwight. Dwight is kind of a lovable idiot. He is the former frat brother of Rad Chad, who is deceased at the beginning of the film. And he is, he's very sure of himself. He's not often right about anything. He's kind of dumb. He doesn't really understand anything that's happening. But by God, every choice he makes is a big one.
Now, one choice you have to make is how to get the poison out of everybody by winning at a game of beer pong.
Yep.
Now, I believe the casting was pretty accurate here because you are a self-professed expert of the old beer pong.
I have played a round or two of beer pong in my life.
Now, once you've had the libation of the beer to get going, what's the top tips to get the best out of beer pong and win?
So, in my opinion, it's not to be afraid of the bounce. You got to use the bounce. Now, people are afraid of the bounce because if you bounce it, technically the other player can swat it away. But most often, the other players are talking, they're drinking, they're not paying attention. So use the bounce to your advantage. It helps. It helps with the arc. We're not throwing it quite as fast then. And because it's going into the cup slower, it sinks more easily.
This must be a USA rule. I've not heard of the hitting out of the way on the bounce.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, I guess it's the US. I don't know. But yeah, if you bounce it on the table, the other player can swat it. But again, they're drunk, so you just take advantage of that.
Now, the Scare Package 2 is a meta-horror dreamland for horror nerds, safe to say. And your big horror homage is Frank the Monster from Hellraiser. Do you want to describe the experience of the outfit you're wearing to be Frank the Monster from Hellraiser?
Yeah, it was a full-body prosthetic, really incredibly built by David Greathouse, really fantastic artist. Yeah, I mean, it took about 2 hours to get me into the whole thing. It was a full headpiece that they painted on and stuck everything on. Then a full suit. At first we tried talcum powder, but that wasn't good enough. So then they did baby oil. So they would basically just lather me up in baby oil and slip me into this thing and then essentially kind of sew me into it. So once I was in it.
And for you, what was your favourite sort of horror homage or nod to a film in Scare Package 2?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I mean, obviously the Frank the Monster stuff. I'm a big Hellraiser fan anyway, so that I loved that automatically. I love the reference to the Nick Cage Wicker Man with the bees. That I just found really funny, and I'm like, why are we referencing the Nick Cage Wicker Man? But we do, and it's very funny. I love the found footage stuff. Actually, you know what my favorite one probably is, because it had us all laughing as we were filming it, was the Dream Warriors homage. Where he comes out of the TV. No, spoiler alert, but he comes out of the TV and stuff. It's very, very funny.
Well, look, thanks for joining us on FrightFest TV.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.